Hey guys, time for another day in the life. Me and the entire DeRosa team are hitting the road and going to Best Ever Con out in Salt Lake City. It's my favorite conference of the year. And we're bringing you guys along with us. You're going to see the DeRosa group having fun. You're going to see us get some work done. You're going to see maybe some of us on stage, including yours truly. And you're going to hopefully have some fun along with us, have some laughs, and learn a little bit. So let's get going. See you guys on the other side. Let's go.
All right, DeRosa fam, we are at day one at the BEC Best Ever Real Estate Conference in Salt Lake City. I am here with the rest of the DeRosa team. This is Herve. Got Tara right here. We're about to step into session one. We will keep you guys updated on how the conference goes. See you guys in a bit. Hey, so what are you most excited about the conference this week?
The most exciting part is to see my team after quite some time, and then secondly, just to come out here, learn about the current markets, what every other syndicator and GP, as well as what the outlook on the investor side of it. So it's going to be very exciting. We have a few sessions lined up, so we plan on attending all of them and getting as much insights as possible. We did have a VIP session yesterday where we did our own underwriting workshop. That went very well, and we had a lot of feedback from, it was a very active room with a lot of back and forth and feedback that we got from it as well. So we plan on hoping to do that next year as well. And along with that, the networking, we have a lot of new companies here that weren't here last year. So a lot of new vendors and a lot of new equity and the funds, everything's here. So we'll go make some more connections there. So.
Awesome. Cool.
Right? I can invite all of you here, Best Ever Conference, we invite all of you here, but if we don't set our intention, we're not going to get as much out of it as we otherwise could. So let's set our why.
So if you think of any of those things in your market analysis, market research,
So we just got out of a session about the multifamily market. We talked about all kinds of different housing trends, lots of different data. Jay Parsons was incredible. I've never seen him talk on the stage before. So he really spoke to a lot of different aspects, slice and dice data a whole bunch of different ways. But one thing that broke close to home is all the new supply coming on board, and the thing that he talked about was different rents and different markets. And so he actually cited Lexington, Kentucky as a market. When he first said, oh, this market is growing, I was like, oh, wait, we're seeing real life data that's different. But then to hit it when you segment it a little bit smaller was very interesting. So I think there's going to be, this session, this conference is going to be a conference where you have to really speak about the details, because you can't broadly generalize anymore. One thing I'm going to take from that as we get into networking and discussions over the rest of this conference is to be very specific as I'm talking to other operators about the types of assets they're managing, because what someone is seeing in their class of assets and the discussions they're having about their properties may not apply to me if we have very different portfolio types and different types of assets. So we've got to be hyper specific about what we have and what we're managing so that we can make sure we're talking about the same types of projects and be on the same level playing field.
All right, folks, we just hopped out of the first two sessions. We listened to Jay Parsons, who talked about the outlook for multifamily in general for 2025 and beyond, and a couple of quick insights that I found interesting. One, he really talked about bifurcation. That was kind of the theme of the talk there. There's very different things that are happening in markets where supply is increasing, the Austins, the Dallases, the broader Sunbelt markets are seeing a lot of supply growth, and subsequently, they are seeing a lot of rent declines. On the other flip side there, markets that are not seeing a lot of supply growth, like the Midwest, they are still holding pretty steady with rent growth. So there's bifurcation of those markets and stuff that we've talked about in the past. Another element of bifurcation is the difference in performance between the A-class and B-class apartments and the C-class apartments. The C-class apartments right now, especially in those high supply markets, are not doing very well, whereas the A-class and the B-class apartments, even in those higher supply markets, are doing fine. So there's bifurcation in the high supply markets and the low supply markets, and there's bifurcation in the apartment class. So these are all great insights to know. So more insights to come, but those are kind of the two big things that we hit on in the first session. I'll keep you guys updated for the rest of the conference. See you guys later.
Hey, Herve Francois here, favorite acquisition manager here at DeRosa Group. I'm at my third consecutive best ever conference here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Great turnout, so I got in yesterday. The sessions so far that have been taking place have been very informative, very educational. I'm pumped up to see a lot of the people that I've been seeing over the past couple of years. A great opportunity to network, not only with other GPs, LPs, lenders, brokers, and so on and so forth, other investors, and really trying to get a sense of keeping a finger on the pulse of the market, where to invest, how to invest. Like people have been saying, different classes, A, B, and C, development deals versus multifamily, Midwest versus Sunbelt markets, and so on and so forth. So following a lot of the trends, listening to a lot of the discussions, and hearing on both sides, not to go in and come out 100% optimistic or pessimistic, but understanding what can take things higher from here, but what potentially as well could take things lower from here. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm excited. Just getting started. Can't wait for the rest to happen.
Hey guys, hope you're enjoying our YouTube channel. Quick note, if you guys are looking to grow into a new real estate investing market, you need to select the right market to invest in, because a quick tip is you can't control the market, but you can certainly participate in it if you pick the right markets. If a market takes off, so will you. So how are you gonna pick the right market to invest in? We got you covered with a free Market Hunter tool. We want you guys to get a copy of this Market Hunter tool by going to DeRosaGroup.com/market tool. That's DeRosaGroup.com/market tool. Grab that tool, it'll help you determine which markets are good, which markets are bad. Maybe the market you're looking at could be the next one that's going to pop. There's also a link in the description of this video below to check it out. Let's get back to real estate education on our YouTube channel. And it's really inspiring. Like, first of all, markets go up and down, right? Nothing is stagnant like this. And what Jay talked about is everything around the multifamily world has changed over the last couple of years, and it created a lot of strain on the market, interest rates and those kinds of things. He also talked about new developments happening in certain markets where there's this oversupply of a lot of multifamily happening in places like Austin and in the Carolinas and those kinds of things. But what I really learned is markets like that are still adding jobs. They're still going to recover. Like Austin is projected to have a 9% population growth every year over the next 5 years. That's crazy. So not that we want to invest in Austin, but it goes to show that the oversupply in some of these markets is just going to get absorbed. The other thing that he really told me that really hit me hard is the different, like how A-class real estate, new construction, A and B, performs differently than C-class real estate. And his prediction of who's going to occupy C-class real estate could be a lot of migrant workers, could be a lot of workforce housing and those kinds of things that live in properties like that, which is not going to perform the same as a B or an A-class market. He even had made a little joke about a lot of brokers because they talk about B/C, and he's like, that's BS. Don't bullshit. Don't say that. It's B or C, one of the two. So those are some of my insights. Really, really hit me hard. It made me a lot inspiring to share some of these ideas with you guys and also with our DeRosa team, so we can, continue to stay relevant, continue to grow with the changing economy. Because I say this a lot on YouTube and in a lot of our broadcasts and stuff. You can't change the market. You can only hope to participate in it. And what I learned from Jay, and this is why we all need to pay attention to economists that are going to tell us where things are going, so we can structure business plans around a changing market. And I can only participate in that changing market. I can't make it do what I want it to do. I can just build my business to participate and grow with that market that's changing along with it. So that's what I got, guys. Hope you liked it.
The DeRosa team needs their caffeine, but not just any caffeine. We don't like the caffeine provided by the conference, so we have to go to a coffee shop.
We want the real stuff.
The real stuff. So we're getting some coffee. Hey DeRosa team, Matt and I are heading to the GPLP Speed Networking event. It should be an interesting session. Let's see how it goes.
Hey guys, best ever day one official conference recap, even though I've been here for a day doing pre-meeting stuff and all that, right? But day one recap. Pitch Slam was interesting. Got pitched on 5 deals. Some I really liked. Some, maybe weren't quite ready for prime time yet, but that's okay. I really like the opportunity to diversify as an investor, as a passive investor, which I do as well, to be in different things. So that was really exciting to look at different opportunities. We should always be looking at different deals, maybe that are outside of our normal encounters and everything like that, to see what else is out there. So that, just for that, was great. Some of the sessions were incredible. I talked earlier to you guys about what Jay Parsons had to say. That was great. That was a good conversation. I heard the debate went well as well with Neil Bawa and John Chang. John Chang won, as I believe that he would, given the cards that he was dealt with what he was going to be talking about. So kudos to John Chang for winning the debate. Fellow best ever podcast host winning yet another debate. I think it's 2 years in a row for him, so good for him. Just wrapped up a bunch of investor conversations, some potential conversations for folks, and little video shoots and everything like that. Gonna go chill for a little bit, maybe do a cocktail hour, maybe do dinner, and then there's a big best ever party tonight. So the best ever con continues. Love this conference. Can't say that enough. Keep watching, guys.
How many DeRosa team members can you fit in a car?
A lot.
Apparently a lot. Apparently a lot.
How is it up front there?
Oh, it's roomy. Hell,
Yeah,
spacing. You got heated seats on.
Princess Herve.
Herve in the front seat.
This is how we bond at the DeRosa group.
That's right.
We get real close.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, those are the ham and cheese.
Bag of potato chip chickens. Look at that.
Cheers. We are winding down on day one of the best ever conference. We have a brief moment before we head to our team dinner to do a quick day one recap. I think day one was a huge success. I really like coming to conferences like these because we are hearing from economists, operators, across the entire real estate industry, and we're getting a better sense of where the puck is going. It's how we at the DeRosa Group are anticipating our next moves and doing the best we can to educate ourselves and network with other operators so that we can figure out the best deals to pursue, the best strategy shifts to make so that we can find the best deals and the next best opportunities for our investors. But overall, successful day one, good team bonding, good networking, a lot of interesting meetings. And so there's more to come on day two. So stay tuned for day two. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We are now at day two of the best ever conference. It's going to be another great and productive day.
In life about how your life goes. And
So day 2 of the Best Ever Conference is going well so far. Attended some very impactful sessions. The first session we attended was, what is the impact of a Trump 2.0 administration have on real estate investors? What are the opportunities that are presented through this new administration? It's very important, agnostic of your political beliefs and who is sitting as the president, to know, how is this going to impact your real estate business and what are the opportunities that we can take advantage of? So that was an interesting talk. David Osborne, co-founder of GoAbundance, and very successful entrepreneur and real estate investor, talked a lot about the importance of mindset and how to get to where you want to be. You need to surround yourself with people that are already there. Very simple but very powerful concept of osmosis there. So that was great to sit through. Matt had a great multifamily panel. We had 2 people that are very bullish on multifamily in the next 2 to 3 years, and one person that was very bearish. So that was an interesting talk to attend. Overall, we think the supply and demand dynamics of multifamily are very bullish moving into the future, which bodes well for us at the DeRosa Group, obviously being multifamily investors. And then lastly, there was a very impactful talk about how we can level up our investor relations. We have to be very attentive and communicative and with our investors, and that's something we take pride on here at the DeRosa Group. Investing your hard-earned cash is a very emotional process, and we understand that this is a people business, and we really pride ourselves on our investor relations. So that's a wrap for today. We have a Ask Me Anything lunch meetup that we're hosting with Matt and anybody that wants to come through. So we'll keep you guys posted on how that goes. All right, signing off.
Here at Best Ever Conference. It's been absolutely amazing. First thing is I was able to get into the gym and I didn't have to spend a lot of time to find the machines. So I got my sweat, I got my workout in. But there was some really great panel discussions. One of them that our soldier, Matt Faircloth, was panel on in regards to really outlook of multifamily for 2025. What was interesting about some of the takeaways there, one particular speaker was very bearish and has been bearish on multifamily over the past 6 years. Another one is actually bullish over the next 6 months, based off of just supply demand, believes that there's a lot of demand for apartments and everything else like that. So I thought that was real interesting, kind of like cross current of projections of where the multifamily market can go this year and over the next couple of years. And another panel discussion that I sat in on was talking about different asset classes. Some again bullish on multifamily, others bullish very much on I would say, let's say, retail strip centers as well as some small office buildings in regards to the opportunities there, not as competitive, but you can get in much longer leases, particularly when you start talking about triple N leases and so on and so forth. So just array of different ideas, of different strategies, of different outlooks and projections. That's why we're here, to get educated, to learn, to get creative on how we can build out our portfolios and network with other people.
Backgrounds, things that we are dedicated to, things that we do well, things that we do not do well, right? So what we have discovered at DeRosa is that there are necessary
Hello, this is Hayth Patel from the Best Ever Conference. We are in day 2.
Christmas in March.
Why Oh my God. Real estate.